In the last week, we have seen the world change. And to all those who wondered if the buzzcocks beacon still burns as bright, at this time, in this moment, we have proved once more that the true strength of our pop quiz comes not from the funkiness of our theme tune or the scale of our glittering celebrity bookings, but from the enduring power of our ideals, the intros round, next lines, and the one where you guess a man out of a lineup of other men. Phil, I love you more than you can imagine, and you have earned the puppy that is coming with us to the green room. And tonight's guest captain was born in a time when someone like him couldn't be a team captain, for two reasons. Because he was from the Midlands, and because of the greyness of his skin. He is 106 years old. It's Frank Skinner, everybody! And on his team tonight, according to the biography on her website, she needs no introduction. And if they couldn't think of anything to say about the old sporty bastard, why should we? It's Melanie Chisholm. And he's the lead singer from Does It Offend You? Yeah. Was he our first choice of booking? Yeah. Am I a liar? Perhaps. It's James Russian. And on Phil's team this evening, he's the host of T4's Everybody Loves Little Chris, with guests such as Katy Perry, Pink and Will Young. How come he gets all the good bookings and we can only get Little Chris? It's Little Chris! And he's from Lee and Herring, my favourite comedy duo of the 90s. Sorry, Frank, I know you're a big fan of Punt and Dennis. It's Richard Herring! Those are the teams. Now clap or leave. So we begin with Guess Who. Frank, Melanie and James, look at this.
Oh my gosh, don't you just know it? I'm not trying to...
You're fit, but my gosh, don't you know it? A song Mike Skinner wrote when he saw old Grandpa Skinner climb the stairs all by himself. Well done, Frank. And do you think I'm sexy? Of course I do, Rod. Even though I'm 63, absolutely. And it's not just because I'm rich. No, no. Oh, good. So, can I borrow a tenner then, you sexy old git? So that was Mike Skinner's The Streets with Fit But You Know It, and Rod Stewart with Do You Think I'm Sexy? But which of them kicked a football off stage at a Cardiff concert and broke a sculptor's finger?
They broke a sculptor's finger?
Yes.
Can we answer straight away and get done with the jokes and then...
Do you not like jokes?
I like funny ones.
God, I like famous bands.
Okay. What can I say?
Funny enough for you?
Don't rile him too early. Right, I went to an audience with Rod Stewart. You know those an audience with things? And he decided...
Was that when Emma sang with him?
It might well have been,
Yeah,
yeah. Beautiful.
So, yeah.
What a voice she's got. So...
He's got a nice voice.
She has got a lovely voice. It's frail, though, isn't it?
You can't even remember what her voice sounds like, can you?
I can. It was like... And he was going, you... And he wiggled his bum and everyone applauded. I enjoyed it.
I actually quite fancy Rod Stewart. I've got a bit of a man crush on Rod Stewart.
What? On Rod?
Rod, yeah.
What kind of a band is this that you're in?
What is it about him that you like?
If you're a straight male, you're allowed two guys that you think, if I had to, I might.
And
he's one of them.
And the other one?
Sean Connery, of course.
James, you're a good-looking boy. Come over here and lay down.
They're both Scottish. Why is it? Is there anything particular?
It's not the Scottish thing. It's just like, you know, some guys are just sexy guys, and you're just like, even if you're a male and you're heterosexual. I don't know. Rod's got some moves, man. When he pulls that little squat, when he squats, I almost see his packet. Like, there's just something about him where you're like,
what is it about? I mean, to me, gay, straight, it's that you fancy like old men.
Anyway, Rod Stewart.
He's into football, isn't he?
Rod's into football.
And he plays football.
Yeah, wait,
so he's
so's
probably quite
Mike.
handy. Oh, is he?
Yeah.
You know Mike Skinner?
I've met him once and I did a thing for him recently, so...
But he's so young.
I reckon it's Rod.
Do you think it's Rod?
Well, Rod certainly used to kick footballs into the crowd. That was his thing. Which isn't easy with kitten heels. But I don't think it was deliberate. I doubt if say it was Rod, I doubt if he spotted an artist's smock in the crowd and thought, oh, bloody sculptors, and then aimed.
Might have just been taking perspective, that's what they do.
So, Mel C.
Yes.
The big Spice Girls reunion.
Yes.
When can we expect that?
Spice Girls jokes. They're wearing thin, aren't
But this is a new one about the reunion. What was there? So there was one song.
Oh, what, you mean a new single?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I know it wasn't very catchy, but I remember it.
No, I agree, it wasn't a very good song.
Don't let him drag you into
No, it's fine. I was always against doing new material anyway. That was just a record company thing, trying to market the greatest hits.
Well, you've gone slightly bitter, if you don't mind me saying.
Mind me ask, why did you stop, like, halfway through? You were, like, halfway through the tour and you stopped.
Why couldn't it last forever?
I know you'd like it too, Simon, but it just...
It wasn't long enough. It was like, was it 3 months?
4 months.
4?
4 months.
Can I just say that usually on this show people interrupt. Little Chris raised his hand. How sweet.
Are you going to do Spice World the movie too?
I very much doubt it. Would you like to see it?
How old were you when the Spice Girls came out? Like 8 or something?
8, yeah.
Who was your favourite?
Jerry.
Was it a big movie?
I actually always fancied Sporty.
Oh, yeah.
Me, Sean Connery, Rod Stewart.
All right, what about Mike Skinner and Rod Stewart?
I think we feel it's Rod. And I think he's more likely to get the artistic community in the crowd. And I think maybe they were holding up, say, a lighter, and the finger was struck, and that was that.
You're saying Rod Stewart?
Yes.
You're right, it is Rod Stewart. There you go. It was Rod Stewart. The fan considered suing after the singer broke his little finger with one of the many footballs he kicked off stage during a Cardiff concert. Rod Stewart recently drew penises on McFly's passports, forcing them to send off for new ones. It wasn't the first time one of his in-flight showbiz pranks backfired. Who could forget the day he tickled Buddy Holly's pilot? Right, Phil, Richard and Little Chris, why not watch this?
But we're never gonna survive.
We're never going to survive unless we get a little crazy. He's still very much alive, but some of his more sensible friends sadly perished. It's Seal. And Beck is a firm believer in Scientology, a religion which, whatever our lawyers tell us, is clearly based on a steaming pile of perfectly valid ideas. That was Seal with Crazy and Beck with Sex Laws, but which of them proposed to his fiancée in an igloo on a Canadian mountain?
Surely the risk of polar bear mauling alone is not a good idea, you know. Maybe that's how he got the scars. Seal.
Seal is married to Heidi Klum, isn't he? The German supermodel.
She's called Heidi. It's definitely Seal. Heidi, that's it. If you've got one with an Alpine name, you've got to check that it works well in cold temperature.